Okay. Okay. I can't stop myself. Look at this. Just a bit of polish and a bit of fibre wheeling, and look at that. That's brought that up lovely. Wow. So we did a bit on the hammer. We cleaned the hammer up a bit. We brought the name up, no problem. So what I'm going to do now, let me put them away. I'm going to turn right in front of your very eyes this ugly duckling into this lovely, into the partner to this lovely, look at this now. Look at this, into this lovely, and you could go forever on the damn thing, you know. But look at this, how nice this looks now. Lovely. So the thing is, value, putting value into, very quickly, I should add, very quickly putting value into old rusty tools if you're into buying and selling and doing that sort of a thing. So let's turn this, where are you? Right, so let's turn this ugly duckling. First of all, it was, let's presume it was in a toolbox, in the bottom of a toolbox with the rest of all the other toolboxes, and it's a pretty ugly duckling. It's got potential, but nevertheless pretty ugly duckling. So sales is all about the senses, looking, touching, talking about, hearing about. The sales is like a woman, you know. Use all your, you get to see them, and you get to smell them, and you get to touch them, and if you're really lucky you get to taste them. anyway, so let's turn this ugly duckling and put a few more. What would you pay for that, roughly? Put in the comments, what would you pay for that? If you found that in the bottom of a random box of tools, what would you pay for that? So let's just give it a quick clean up and show you how little time it takes and how quickly it comes, except it's slightly big, and so it might take a bit more, but let's have a look. It's just and I'm not using the wire brush, I'm using the fibre wheel. Because I think the fibre wheel is a bit more gentle. So I'm doing this flat edge there, do the turn, I'm doing this flat edge here. Need a bit of a rub. Now remember, the people that are coming to see you have got the amount of money they've got to spend. Now whether they buy 2 rusty tools or 1 really nice tool, it don't matter. They're coming and they've got their money to spend. They know how much they can spend. Little more, little less. So I'm going to do this right in front of your eyes now. And we are, basically, we all like magpies, aren't we? We are all like magpies. We're going to rub this. Coming on nicely in it. So here I am, live and at the scene. No editing, no nothing. It's just about a bit of a... It's a bit longer, so it's taking a bit longer. Let's do it that way. You're not going to miss a bit now, are we? You're just going to do this. So just by, has anybody got the clock going? Just by spending that much time, wow, doesn't this look a lot cleaner, a lot nicer? If that was on its own, how much more would you pay for that? Has that now instantly doubled its money? Maybe put a little more on top of it again? And okay, we found a name. And then you have to maybe put a story to it. If somebody picks it up, just say, oh, that's a special screwdriver. It's made of that. It's made lightweight. It's made special for aeroplanes. It's an aeroplane kit. It's a special I don't know if it's a special or it's not a special. I just want to flog it to you for a little bit more than what I was going to flog it to you when it was in the bottom of a toolbox. Not that I am a seller. So okay, you could, if you wanted to, you could get your file. We could. Shall we do that? Do you want me to put that on a table and smooth these down, see what it looks like? Get these marks out of it. Well, get that one and that one out of it, and this one. We'd leave that one. We just sand that down. Just make it a bit nicer. Or should we just polish it? We'll hit it on the polish. See what the polish does to it. Polish turns it black. Let's come on, polisher. Oh no, keep going on the polish. It polishes itself in. Oh, that didn't work. It just turned it black. It just cleans it up again. Oh yeah. Now it's making it shiny. There we are, it's what we found. Doesn't that make it a little bit more shinier? Can you see that? Make that a bit more shinier? I'm going to try and get rid of those. Let's see what happens when we try and get rid of those. So I mean there, look, that now on its own is worth double or treble the price that you would have paid for it in the bottom of an old rusty toolbox with the rest of the old rusty toolbox. So this is a bit OTT, but I'm going to try and I'm going to rub them away now. Let's see how we get on. Right, don't do that one, just do these ones, these rougher ones. that's made it much nicer to the touch now, and it's took the worst of them off. I tend to agree with Scoutcrafter. If you're gonna go and get rid of the marks, you've got to get rid of them completely. You can't leave them half in there. So let's give this a bit more. Let's give this see if the fibre wheel will sort of blend them in a bit. For the polish, let's move over to the polishing wheel. Wow, haven't we brought that up a level? We've completely brought that up a level now, haven't we? So whether you buy a couple of rusty ones with your money, or whether you buy one real nice one that you saw, I mean, who would really like that lovely big screwdriver in their toolbox? Wow, a big Phillips. Yeah, wow. And what would you be willing to pay for that? So it doesn't take long to put value into your tools, and if you were a bit and you wanted to get rid of that, you could spend a bit more time and get rid of all them knock marks. Shall we try that? Let's try that. See, all the time making it nicer and cleaner and smoother. So when these come through your hands, don't throw them out as an ugly duckling. Spend just a bit of time, clean them up, look for the name, find the marks, maybe Google that. I don't know what that means, to be honest with you. Is that the... See that L1? I think that L1 could mean the material the handle made out of. I don't know, I'm only guessing. Hmm. But anyway, yeah. Don't, spend a little more time, clean them all up, and you'd have a bit more value out of them. Yeah. Because the people would still spend. The ones that are going to look for stuff for 50p in a pound will always buy stuff for 50p in a pound. But there are people out there willing to spend 4, 5. You'd drop a fiver on that, wouldn't you? Just you'd think of it, you'd look at it, and you think, ooh, and then you put it in your hand, you think, ooh, that's got a nice handful of a grip on it. Oh, I do like that screwdriver. Yeah, I'll spend a bit more on it. See if you agree with me or not. I don't know, I'm just going to try it. Remember this horse brass we picked up? Let's give the horse brass a bit of a shiny, and let's see what happens. If you sort of was going to decorate your shed or your beam or your bit of wood or your horse stable or whatever, and you saw this horse brass, what would you expect to give for that horse brass? I think I gave 50p for them. Or would you prefer to buy a horse brass a bit more shinied up? It took me less than 60 seconds to put it on the machine and quickly go over with it and make it shinier. Which one would you choose? Which horse brass would you choose? And which horse brass would you pay a bit more for? Because it's already been cleaned and polished. These machines just whack them on it, whack them on the polisher. I was going to, I might yet with this, I was going to put it in the ultrasonic cleaner. I think that's ideal for this. I will do. I'll keep this one next week when we come playing in the shed again next week. I'll put this in the ultrasonic cleaner and let's see what if it makes a difference. I think ultrasonic cleaner will bring that up lovely. But meanwhile, this was just on the polishing wheel, on the buffing wheel. Yeah, nice and shiny, look. Yeah, obviously could be a lot more shinier. Sorry, madam. Sorry, Queenie. I shoved your face in the polisher, but on the polishing wheel, look. So, yeah, which one would you give a little bit more money for if you were looking for something, or you were attracted to that? If you were going to buy it anyway, would you buy that for half price and not want to go bother and clean it and polish it, or would you pay maybe twice as much for that? Or maybe a little more for that, for the sake of a little 30 seconds on the wheel.